Welcome. This is Ace Debates with the Social Talks. This video contains content that can be triggering to some. The hashtag #FreeCongo is trending on TikTok with over 95,000 videos. Many are calling the situation in Congo the silent genocide. This video will seek to explain the situation and give context to some of the images and information that is being shared. First, what is being said on TikTok. Content creators that aim to educate people on the situation in Congo are talking about two main things: the mass rape of women and girls, and the role of coltan and other precious minerals in the conflict. Coltan is a mineral that is used in car batteries, phone batteries, and other electronics. We are very dependent on this mineral, and Congo is home to over half of the world's reserves. In a few words, because these resources are rare and the world is dependent on them, armed groups fight for the control over the mines. Congo's resources have long been used by various groups to fund wars. In Congo, as of October 2023, the number of internally displaced people has reached 6.9 million. And in the eastern part of the DRC, over 6 million people have been killed since 1996. Many people are sharing clips of a February 2024 Vice video. The video is called "The Disturbing Use of Rape in the DRC, Women with Gloria Steinem." The clips show parts of interviews and accounts of rape and acts of sexual violence. Cases of reported sexual violence have increased by 300% between 2021 with 40,000 cases and 2023 with 123,000 cases. Vaweka Petronil, coordinator of Women Engaged for Peace in Africa, states that, quote, "Women's bodies, once sacred, became objects of unspeakable suffering, targeted with mutilation, rape, and other forms of unimaginable violence, often perpetrated in front of their families. Rape victims and children resulting from rape are very stigmatized, exiling them from society and making them targets for further violence and poverty conditions." Another clip has been widely shared on TikTok, one allegedly showing children being sold in bags in the DRC. Not much context is added to the video, but many creators have shared that women were forced to sell their children to survive. The video comes from a Telegram channel that I was not able to verify, and it was later reposted on Twitter by the PSAF Live. The video does not contain any information on where it comes from, and I was not able to verify its content. So why is this widespread violence happening in Congo? The DRC has over 100 active armed groups operating. The most prominent ones today are 23 March Movement, or M23, and the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF, an ISIS-affiliated group. The armed groups engage in cyclical violent conflicts, battling for control. After almost a decade of being quiet, M23 resurfaced in 2024, arguing that Kigali is financing Rwanda militias. There has been a strong increase in clashes between armed groups since February 2024, but the violent clashes did not start recently. To understand the situation in Congo, it is important to understand the Rwanda genocide and how the conflict has spilled over to Congo. In 1994, Hutu ethnic groups committed genocide against the Tutsi minority ethnic group. Refugees therefore fled to Congo, and militias, both Tutsi and Hutu, began organizing in Congo. The Rwandan Patriotic Front, a rebel, mostly Tutsi group, took over control of the government, stopping the genocide and forcing many of the former government officials and Hutu genocidaires to flee to Congo. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees estimates that 7% of the over 2 million Hutu refugees were perpetrators of genocide. In 1996, the new Rwanda government led an offensive in Congo, arguing that Hutu refugees were still a threat. This led to the First Congo War that lasted until 1997. 2 years later, the Second Congo War took place and involved some of the same issues. The war ended in 2003, but the presence of militias has led to the conflict continuing to this day, with its territory still being disputed by different groups. Atrocities and violence are regular occurrences with devastating effects. The modern-day dependence on coltan and other rare minerals is an added issue in the conflict. The DRC is one of the 5 poorest nations in the world. Mining is therefore an opportunity to make money to survive. People mine often in terrible conditions, with up to 2,000 people dying from cobalt mining incidents every year. Because the mines are conflict areas, miners face human rights abuses and exploitation. Child labor has also been reported in the mines. Big companies such as Apple, that buy these minerals, including coltan, state that they are making efforts to ensure the supply does not contain blood minerals. However, it is extremely hard to verify how the minerals have been obtained because of a soar in informal mining. These are mines that are at the periphery of industrial sites and therefore escape regulations. These come often under control of armed groups who use these to fund conflicts. End of April this year, Rubeya, a town at the heart of the coltan mining, has been taken by M23. The minerals from these mines make their way into certified stock that is then exported. In April 2024, Apple has been accused of using blood minerals that are illicitly transported from the DRC to Rwanda. Apple has denied any wrongdoings. Today's video has brought context to the viral #FreeCongo on TikTok. The situation requires more attention and efforts need to be made to address the role of foreign actors in Congo. This was Ace with the Social Talks. Thank you for tuning in.